was important. Though.
Yeah.
I just, I don't know.
Yeah.
I remember last night you were, who was it that you were like, you said this 7 years ago. They're like, I don't remember doing this. You're like, you did it. You did. You were like, no. I remember. What was that situation?
Was it cake cutting?
Yeah, it was something about cake cutting, and I think Bob chastised you about the way you cut your cake.
Yeah.
A few years ago that she has no recollection. It's like, no. You were like, I remember it. I remember it well.
Yeah, you know.
That was funny. That seemed petty. I like that.
What about that? I will die on this hill of cake cutting.
Hey, man, sometimes somebody says something, you remember it. I've been told a couple of things, like, I'm going to remember this. This is stuck. I don't know how to get it out. Don't worry about it. 6 years from now, though, I'll bring it back up.
That's it.
You won't have a clue.
I'm just holding on to it.
Hey, man.
I cut those cake like perfect.
Was that perfect?
Yeah, because it's too big for you to do the full cross across the slice.
Right.
So what you do is you do a line across, and then you can do. So then you start.
I have no judgment. I'm like, I guess that's the one way to do it. Yeah. Nobody can tell me this is the right way to do it because I'm like, I have no idea. I'm like, was that all right? We all got it.
Yeah, I actually did watch YouTube videos. And be like,
nice.
If it's a big round cake, how the fuck are you gonna cut it if you don't want big? You don't want big slices. You want smaller slices. The cake was fantastic though.
Good cake.
Good cake.
Spent some time on it. You made that like that morning.
Yeah. I wasn't making fun of her, but like we were both joking about like she's like, I made this cake, and I'm like, what about this, Farah? And she's like, this is the one. If this one doesn't work out, is this one? Yeah. And I'm like, Farah, what about this one? And she's like, if that one is not good, then we got the lemon cake. And I'm like, Farah, do you also have ice cream?
We do. Yeah, we had.
Like, what do you have? Plan D?
She had a cake, made a backup cake, and then bought like lemon loaf as a backup to the backup, which I had this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, fun times, man. Diabetes is coming. It's happening. 24% body fat over here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you get clamped?
I got clamped. I got naked on a machine just for shits and giggles. But no, yeah, it was. I've put on 3 pounds of muscles in the last 6 weeks.
Okay, that's good.
But my body fat percentages remained the same. But that's also because I've been eating to put on muscle.
Yeah. Yeah, you need a little bit of
interval training or cardio. Just go for it.
Oh, no, sweaty. I was just saying, for you to be able to like build up some strength quickly, a little bit of a gut, like a little bit of mass is definitely something.
Yeah, it's easier to do that than go the other way and be accidentally in a slight caloric deficit.
Yeah.
Because now all that workout is kind of going to, it's not getting the gains you need.
Exactly, yeah.
So I'd rather go a little pudgy than a little not.
Yeah,
and right now it's a little pudgy.
It's a little pudgy?
It's a little pudgy.
Hey, man, good for you, gaining some weight.
Gaining some weight.
How much you weigh?
I weigh 157-ish.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Super light.
Dude, I can go to 140 in like 2 months. No problem. Oh yeah. It's not hard at all.
Damn.
Dude, I'm not kidding. Eating is a chore.
Yeah. Well, now I can understand.
Yeah.
I can understand that because I'm 187 and if I ate to satisfaction for an entire week, I'll easily crack 192.
Right.
Like, if I ate just what I wanted to,
easily
192. I hit 200.
Right. That's true for most people, though.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
Trying to train
if
myself.
If I look around the continent.
Oh, yeah, there's bad fat people.
I think if people you leave them to their own devices, they put on 5 to 25 pounds.
Yeah, man.
That's the funny thing about anybody who's trying to control weight going upwards. They're like, listen, this is what happens. I'm like, yeah, that happens to every normal person. Just because I'm telling you about my abnormality, they always tell me like, dude, if you let me be, I can put on 10 pounds. I'm like, yeah.
Not my problem.
like everybody.
Yeah. I can understand why it would be a chore.
It's a chore.
It's a chore.
It's a weird chore. It's a weird thing to complain about.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
This is what it is. Are you still eating sardines out of a can?
No, that was my friggin' try just putting anything in my body. I did that for like a few months, man.
Right.
That gets nauseous.
Yeah, it really does.
You can eat.
It's with the oil.
Dude, you can eat all of it other than the spine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like a cat.
I eat that right
in a cartoon.
Oh, for sure.
Jeez.
It's crunchy.
Yeah. And then, you tell yourself things like, is it good for you? And it is. But
apart from the mercury.
Apart from the mercury.
Because it's got mad mercury.
Yeah. But a can a day.
What's it?
A can a day.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so a little bit of mercury a day.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
Have you played with mercury?
Yeah.
I did not
in my hands.
Yeah, I did not know that shit was toxic.
Did you? No, nobody tells you. Why is it so fun to play with? Should it be a different color? Probably. Can you make it all black?
Yeah, it looked like silver. It looked like he was playing with that Transformer. I mean, no. Terminator.
Terminator.
The
That's
Terminator
true.
that was liquid. You're like,
Exactly.
shit, I got him in my head.
Yeah, we used to break a thermometer.
Yeah, that's exactly what it
Get
is.
a piece of paper, get under there.
Yeah, and then play with
Oh
it.
my God.
Oh boy.
There was a kid in Texas.
You drink it?
Yeah, he died from drinking it.
Oh.
He didn't drink it, but he kind of like he put it on his tongue and stuff, played around with it, spit it out. Not all of it came out. So you can't do that.
Damn.
Yeah, man. Mercury's crazy.
Also, why are you putting it in your tongue, bro?
Because you don't know it's a cool substance.
I guess so.
You know.
Everyone wants to one up each other, and this guy only
That's
until death.
I think you hit it on the That's literally. There's no other reason.
Yeah.
It's like, what can you do? I'm gonna put it in my mouth.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Well, you know, kids have died of. I drank half a bottle of cough syrup when I was younger. They were one of the ones that tasted amazing. They had to take me to the hospital and had to throw up for a day.
Okay. Did he give you Ipecac?
I'm freaking a child who just drinking cough syrup. I don't know what I'm drinking.
Oh, fair enough.
Is it Ipecac?
Ipecac. Okay, so this is legendary video online.
Yeah.
Legendary. This is back in the day when there was before YouTube. People were just making videos and then throwing it up on Real Player.
Oh man.
Quick time.
Yeah.
You know? And it's a guy who looked like he was on a TV show, but none that I know of. And he goes up to a random guy on the street and says, "Listen, I'll give you $100. You drink this bottle of Ipecac." And he drinks it. And this guy is throwing up uncontrollably. I've never seen someone, like it felt like someone was just taking his stomach and just squishing it.
What is Ipecac?
Ipecac is the stuff they give people when they need to clear out someone's stomach.
Oh,
so like
man.
if you swallow something that's poisonous or whatnot,
Yeah.
they throw Ipecac down there and then it just spazzes, whatever it does, but it completely clears out your stomach.
Good to know what you were watching as a kid, man.
No, this was university.
Okay.
Yeah, during university. Yeah. There's a very, very big muscular black guy that goes around slapping cigarettes out of people's hands,
Oh my God.
but he's doing it in the ghetto.
Yeah.
That I watched recently. That looked like it was legit.
That might be legit.
Yeah.
I'd watch that. I wouldn't know what to do if somebody did that. I was once working at Salesforce, and a guy, me and my buddy were off on a walk, and a guy came and punched my buddy in the head and just kept walking. Didn't know what to say.
Yeah.
Literally ran to a cop, told him, and he would like, that guy? Yeah, that guy. We've been hearing about him. We'll talk to him. And they didn't do it in front of us. He's a huge, muscular, homeless, crazy guy that's been slapping people all around downtown Toronto last summer. I thought it was funny.
That guy might die.
Maybe. No,
Slapped the wrong person.
He's very big. That's the thing. He's as big as anybody. Definitely bigger than the people he slaps.
He still knows. He knows, crazy, but he knows.
He knows.
He knows
I think even crazy people know someone's bigger than him.
Right.
That guy might slap back. Shit. Also, it's like
Someone might stab him.
he knows not to slap a woman. Just slapping smaller men.
Wow.
Yeah, most of them can't even go to the police. What are you gonna say?
He slapped me?
That guy slapped me.
Yeah.
Then what'd you do? Nothing came to you. You know, like,
I'm hoping you would slap him back.
Yeah,
Something.
can you?
Man. Yeah. What would you do?
I don't know. If it's a crazy person, especially, I'm like,
You're not
shit,
winning that.
There's no sarcasm that's gonna work on this guy.
No,
you know,
nothing at all.
I think I'd be like, ow. Shit. I was gonna sit down and write some material about this.
Yeah, exactly. Just you're gonna have to funnel it in different ways.
Yeah, some things are just unfortunate.
You wanted to talk about indoor and outdoor animals, and then you just left it at that. And I was like, I don't know. I mean, it's just dogs and cats and birds,
Yeah,
and hamsters and
Well,
gerbils.
outdoor animals are way more interesting.
Why are there so many rodents?
Well, anything that can eat. Because this is how this came up. Because I was looking up raccoons.
Okay.
I was looking up.
As you do.
Well, yeah. Come on. I found out that raccoons are more densely populated in cities than natural habitats they would
That makes
thrive in.
sense. That makes
Yeah.
sense because it got all that garbage.
Yeah, they thrive better in our environment than they do in their own environment if it was pristine, which is very interesting.
Okay, is it because if in their environment they would have more predators that's killing them?
Predators, less food, more foraging, finding bugs. Here,
A dumpster.
humans leave more than enough waste around.
Yeah, that's true.
And these guys acclimate pretty well. So from there, I started thinking around Toronto, what are the animals that are normally on the outside?
Right.
Right? I came up with raccoon.
Yeah.
Came up with a few others, squirrels,
Yes.
even coyotes.
Right.
Some are airfaring, like pigeons and ducks and
Yeah.
stuff.
Airfaring.
Airfaring.
He's
Is
so
there a better
classy,
word?
bro.
I know. And then some I found out were in the middle.
Yeah.
Like these animals are not inside or outside. They're found in both, like a
Yeah.
snake. Some people have them inside, some people have them outside.
Yeah.
And I was like, I need to make a list because I
Yeah.
need to go down a list of animals to be able to find material on. Raccoons is very high on the list. But I was like, I must be missing something.
Mm-hmm.
So,
What else is outside?
squirrels,
Swans, ducks,
ducks,
ducks. Yeah.
swans, kinda. I saw a swan get hit by a
Geese.
car once.
Whoa.
Oh, it was like watching an angel die. It was Fur and I both got sad.
Oh man.
This duck started flying
Yeah.
and it got up and it came down and a truck hit it.
Duck or swan?
Swan.
Ah.
Yeah, it was huge.
Oh.
Like swan size.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh no.
That's sad.
Yeah. Ducks, on the other hand, are also monarch butterflies. They go from Canada
Yeah.
to Mexico
Yeah.
and back.
That's such a long. I
Takes-
would think that they would
takes-
die on the way.
Takes 3 generations.
What?
Yeah, it takes generations. People, butterflies are born along the way that
And
complete
die.
this journey.
So
and
there's
come
no
back.
butterfly that lives to see Canada and
Mm.
Mexico at the same
No,
time.
Too long of a flight. Crazy, right?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
At that point, just stay in Mexico. The weather is there is much better all the time.
I think there's something else at work that we want. I agree with you. You know,
Right? If you
With the
like,
currency exchange butterfly.
these butterflies are dumb.
Yeah, call yourself a monarch.
Yeah.
Not for long. Peasant butterfly.
Yeah, it's true. They look nice though.
It's beautiful.
Monarch butterflies.
They're at my work. My work is on the 42nd floor. They will fly as high or higher than my floor somehow.
Wow.
42nd. I wouldn't even imagine.
They're very
that.
high achieving butterflies.
Monarchs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Monarchs. I guess that's why they got the name. They're trying to live like monarchs. They just can't.
King
Oh.
snakes.
King Cobra, you mean?
Yes.
Okay.
Is that right?
Yeah,
King Cobra.
Yeah.
Are there any other royalty animals? Is there a shrimp? A king or a queen shrimp?
No, it's a mantis shrimp,
It's a little bit different.
right? Yeah.
Mantis, also, speaking of, most mantises, males are eaten after sex.
Yes.
That's a weird one, too.
Yes.
Black widows as well.
Males got it tough in the mating game.
Yeah, not us.
Oh, okay.
I
look,
think we might be
if you-
experiencing the...
if you're using an app, right, for you to be all right. Everyone gets catfished,
Okay.
from time to time.
Especially catfish.
That's what happens when you're dating online.
right.
You look at a picture, you see the picture, you're like, oh, this person looks nice. Yeah. Swipe right, and then you match, and then you go and you wait, and you meet the person, and that person does not look like their picture. That happens more times than not.
Yeah.
The amount of people that are like, oh, I'm not photogenic, but I look better in real life. That's a fallacy. It's 1% of the population.
Okay.
The rest of y'all look worse. But here's the thing, though.
What's the thing?
When a guy takes a picture
Yeah.
of himself,
Right.
mostly, it's straight on. Maybe he's doing an activity or
Okay.
whatnot. But you get what you get.
Right.
The picture that you get, you get. There's not that much finagling, editing, like devious methods,
Okay.
deception.
Yeah.
But like if you're looking at a girl picture,
Right.
guys, there are 3 things you got to think about
Yeah.
in this picture.
Does it have anything to do with monarch butterflies?
You know what, bro? I'm sorry.
No problem. I was like, keep going.
You're right. No, this is about mating.
I see.
Right?
Okay.
Because we went with mantis.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
about that.
Okay. So angles.
Right.
Drake says, she's got to hit those angles. It's not angles of butt.
Okay.
What we're looking for is like they're holding the camera up, the phone up,
Yeah.
and then they're tilting it down a bit
Yeah.
to elongate their face.
It's true.
Using the camera angle.
Yep.
Right? So if you go the higher the angle and the more of the tilt,
Yep.
then that's what you're doing. You're elongating the face. You're making yourself look slimmer, right? Because that's more of a more
You've studied
flattering
this.
angle, right? Angle. Yeah. Trust me. Continue.
Also,
I'm a
how
photo-
does this girl look so different?
also, I'm a photographer as well.
Yeah.
So all right. So that's number 1.
Yeah.
Just the angle of the picture of the camera is doing some heavy lifting in changing the person. Number 2, makeup. We all know what it is. I don't have to explain that. Number 3, filters. Now, if you take angle plus filter plus makeup, sometimes you're getting a completely different human being.
Yes, true.
And on the profile you might only get like 5 pictures, and you decide to meet, but it's before you get to see their Instagram. Maybe they don't even have Instagram.
Right.
Maybe Instagram will allow you to see more stuff, but really, how much will you see? It's just perfectly curated pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Then you go and meet the person. You're just waiting there at a brunch spot, and the person comes, and you're like, no, I'm waiting for someone. No, I'm waiting for you. And then now you have to like deal with you got to deal with that.
What do you
that
say?
misconnection?
What do you say?
You don't say nothing, bro.
You got to say something.
You can't. You can't. You can't say anything.
Why not?
Oh, the only thing that you can do at that point is when you sit down, you have to then reformat your memory of the person.
Is it rude? I'm asking you, just as a friend.
Yeah.
Would that be rude to be like, hey, you look very different than your pictures?
Yeah, it would be. Because the thing is that the reason why that person looks so different from pictures than in reality is because I'm assuming over here, they know how they look in reality, and they've gone through the trouble of changing themselves in pictures so that they don't look the way how they look in reality.
Right.
Because look, it's on a sliding scale, right? There's some people, men and women, that look fantastic, even whatever angle you take a picture of them.
Okay.
Right? Those people will edit their pictures differently, right? Or might not at all. Or,
right.
You know, whereas others will do some level of editing,
right?
And then it just goes on from there.
It's
also,
just,
sorry,
it's like a situation where you're selling a car, right? If your car has a dent in it, and you put up a picture of a brand new car, somebody might come see the car, and you're gonna come get more people to see the car.
Yeah.
But their expectations are already somewhere else, and now you're bringing them down.
Mm-hmm.
They may now buy the car.
Yeah.
But if somebody has something written in there like "as is," or just coming out of a long-term relationship. Then I was like, all right, I might need to make some exceptions. Right. You're going to see the person. Mm-hmm. I feel like these men or women probably need to know. I'm not going to be the one to tell them. But somebody needs to be like, hey, you look very different than your picture.
Yeah. But
nice
they know
meet
that.
you.
They know that.
Damn.
The person that's going through all that trouble for taking nice pictures of themselves and then altering them slightly based on angle filters or whatever, especially filters. Filters are like really bad. They know what they're doing. They know they look like A, but after I do this, I look like B, and B looks more attractive than A, as in this doctored image looks better than the real me.
Yeah.
And I'll put that out there.
Yeah, they need to stop.
They definitely do.
Because you know who else is out there?
Yeah.
Their actual face. The reality is out there. The truth is out there. And the people who know you, they don't think better of you.
No.
It seems really weak and strange. No matter, like I have somebody that I follow. I meet them in real life every now and then.
Yeah.
But their online pictures are not their actual face.
Yeah.
To the point where I show other comics. I'm like, look at this person's picture.
Yeah.
This person's not a comic.
Yeah.
But like, we'll make fun of it because
it's crazy.
You're out there. You're putting up pictures. People know you. They know this isn't you.
Yeah.
Dude, are you crazy? Like, it actually makes me question people's, sanity.
Yeah.
Like, these things there's a merge that happens in reality, Like, people are going to know something's wrong with your brain. Regardless of your nose being narrower and your chin being longer and your lips being higher. Man. So the space between your nose and lip. But all that aside, now I know your brain is crazy. Because you don't think I can figure this out?
Right.
Now, who's stupid and who's ugly?
Yeah.
Because you're both right now.
And I guess, when they sit down they're searching your face to see how you're registering that other person. Mm-hmm. And so you trying to be a good human being.
I don't know, man. I just feel like it's a valid question. Like, hey, you look really different in all these pictures that you have of yourself.
Mm-hmm. But that's just the way how it is, man. This is social media.
That would be a rude thing to say, I guess. Yeah, you look very different from your pictures. Hey, you look very nice. You look very different than your pictures.
Right. Because
you look like a different person. They're both nice people.
And here's the thing, right? If you meet only once, after like you've been talking, you meet only once. Some people, not me though, but some people will be like, I can't now be like, all right, no, this is not for me right off the bat, because then it looks like then it points specifically that now that I met you in real life, we were talking fine online. Yeah. But like now that I meet you online, I'm not interested.
Yeah, but you lied.
Yeah.
You lied. It would be the same, and I don't mean like it's a big lie to it's a lie.
Yeah.
It's just a lie. It's a weird place to start off a relationship of any sort.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I have a degree. Oh, I don't. Mm-hmm. I have a diploma.
Yeah.
Or I don't have a diploma. I have a high school certificate.
Yeah.
It's just like, little things. We're starting off relationships.
It is.
I have a job. What is it? A student of the universe. You don't have a job. I know you might be right.
Yeah.
It's justifiable to say certain things.
So dating profiles.
Yeah.
What they should have, let's say you get 5 pictures in your dating profile.
All right.
The first 5 pictures is pictures whatever you want to show.
Last one's your passport. No smile, just you, just a verifying picture.
I was thinking it should be a mugshot.
Okay.
Camera right in front. You hold your name to your chest.
Yeah.
Take a picture in the front, like facing the camera. Turn to the side. Take another picture.
Yeah. Okay, I'm down with that. It's basically a government ID. It's whether it's a mugshot or a healthcare or a driver's license. It's just you front and you no smiling.
Yeah.
And I'll take it from there. I think that's fair, man.
I think that's what everyone should do.
I think more than the like people, it's just the mentality of you're gonna meet this person. Why are you gonna do this to yourself?
Don't do that.
Yeah, because they're not wrong in terms of being shocked or not wanting to meet you again.
Yeah.
You're crazy. You're crazy.
Yeah. There's other stuff too. Pictures too far away.
Yeah.
Or pictures too close.
Hey man,
both of those things mean something.
I have headshots, I send them when I have to have a show booked. I send them a headshot.
Yeah.
And like, you might take a liberty. I don't change anything about my face.
Yeah.
I like edge my hair. So it's like, there's nothing just flying out with one or two hairs going out.
Yeah.
But I know for a fact that it can't be too different or people are going to look at me like I'm crazy, let alone in a relationship, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
Is it always,
I'm not saying it's always like that,
but the ones that do it,
it's doing it.
And they don't think that people are noticing. They're like, it's just a little, no, that's,
it's huge.
it's different than your actual face. It's noticeable. But my eyebrow, no. Trust
man.
I know it just seems like, well, if I do this, my eyebrows
tweak.
would be slightly higher if I
Right.
was just surprised. But like I know you don't get that surprised. People's noses, people smile and can't stand their nose being wider than it was. Here's the thing. That's how it is.
Yeah, that's true. There's some people. Yeah.
That's
The
the big one.
the wide nose on smiles.
There's 3 people right now that I show my wife, and she's like, "Why are you obsessed over this?" I'm like, "Because they're calling me a liar." I've met them.
Yeah.
And their pictures are of somebody else altogether, and they have all these inspirational quotes about who you are and loving yourself. And I'm like, dude, I'm not even saying you're wrong about any. It just seems so petty when you're constantly just editing your nose and your eyebrows and your lips and the shape of your friggin' face. That's almost all of it.
It's all of it.
Other than your ears, you're touching all of it.
Man. Yeah. No. As a photographer, you see that the context matters, right? Mm-hmm. What you're trying to do is you're trying to put a version of yourself so that you can attract someone.
Right.
You kind of need to be a little accurate about it. Mm-hmm. But I was a wedding photographer for a while, and I would, depending on the person's facial features, you photograph in a specific way that's flattering to them. But that's different. That's their wedding pictures.
All right.
So they want to look the best when they look at the pictures. They want to feel good about it.
Yeah.
So you don't want to take pictures specifically that highlight certain things that they might be sensitive about, right? I don't ask them. I don't be like, yo, what do you don't like about yourself? And I'll take pictures around it.
Yeah.
But I kind of make a judgment call myself, right? And then that's what a photographer's job is supposed to do when you're taking pictures of a person at a wedding. Different context.
Yeah. I think there should be if somebody can make an app
Yeah.
that would unedit,
Unfilter the filters.
unfilter the pictures.
Yeah.
That's where the money is, dude. Some of them come out completely different. Like, what the hell?
Oh, that'd be
This
amazing.
person's an all-star in the
Right.
facial change game.
That's true.
That would be a cool feature. It's like, hey, have you tried the unfilter filter on your Tinder or
Right.
your Minder?
Yeah.
They're like, whoa.
So someone might make the argument. How do you feel about this? Be like, oh, angles, filter, makeup. It's the equivalent of a beard.
Well, that person's also crazy, right? Don't get me wrong. Beard is there's something to be said about how much a beard covers.
Yeah.
It can shape the but it's a little bit different than.
It's a little different.
I also feel like makeup and face tuners are different,
Right.
And
Because let me tell you this, bro. If I was using a beard, plus I use a filter, plus I use makeup, I'd look like a different person as well.
it could be anybody.
I could be anybody.
Yeah, like it's not good or bad. It's not you.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, right? Like it just won't be you.
Yeah.
It'd just be like, yeah, this was this is Yasin's insecurity.
Yeah.
Because that's what I see anytime I see somebody with a filter.
Yeah.
And you can almost always tell. Almost.
Oh, you can almost tell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
almost.
I'm sure some people you can't. Like the person, if I've seen them in real life, I can always tell.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Your skin is not that smooth.
it's not a situation of like, ooh, I'd be good looking if I use these filters. It's like, oh, I'll be crazy. Because of course anybody would be.
Yeah.
You're just a whole different. You can draw. Like it's, you're just drawing.
You're selecting something, and then an algorithm is making you look.
It's just
Your eyes look a little bit bigger.
Eyes look a bit bigger. Eyebrows are a little bit. Maybe your eyes are a little bit further apart.
Yeah.
Because your normal eyes are a little bit too close together.
Oh,
a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, those ones.
No one's telling them. That's all. No one's telling the people.
No one's saying
That's
anything.
why I was
They're
like
just operating in like.
I'm not saying somebody say you're different, knock the water on the floor, walk out. I'm like, wow, you look great. Very different than the pictures on your profile.
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
And from there, she should understand that there may not be a second date because she lied.
Yeah.
It's like lying on your picture,
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, that's the perils, if you
Well,
will.
birds can't do that.
Birds can't do that. Birds can't do that. And if we were to go back to the mantis still has it worse than us.
Dude, a lot of animals, spiders get eaten. The male gets eaten. They're also
Yeah,
smaller.
Black widow spiders. They're
that's
just
a spider.
eating their mates.
Octopi,
Yes, octopuses are.
they will eat the males.
Yeah.
Dude, we have it pretty easy
That we're not getting killed.
we're not getting killed at all.
That's true.
And even having sex, like it's not that crazy.
Yeah.
Nobody has to break off a dick or like a anglerfish. Like the male has to attach himself
It
to
just
the
becomes
female.
that female.
Becomes an organ.
Yeah.
A sperm sac just attached to the female.
That's all you were ever.
Oh my
That's all
God.
you ever was.
Yeah, I wonder how they must cry about every now and then. All I'm is an organ to you. Just attached. The plight of an anglerfish.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, we've got some of the best over here.
Yeah, Yeah, if you put it that way.
I think so.
Anglerfish versus dealing with filters and angles.
Yeah, definitely.
Take angles and filters all the time.
Yeah, take angles, but yeah.
I don't want to just be a semen sack
Can you imagine?
A semen
that
sack
would be
attached to-
horrible.
to a woman. Oh my God,
We get treated all sorts of differently.
that'd be so sad.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's like a, there's like a group meeting for anglerfish that are attached to
Men together.
Yeah, you know.
Right. Well, they can't
So-
show up without the women there.
Yeah, I know, right? It'd be like they had to put like earplugs. The women need to put earplugs so that they
Possibly.
don't,
Yeah, I think
And
you
then all
cease
this
to
men is like-
exist after you've been attached.
man.
Yeah, I don't think it's
I think you know what? Metaphorically, some men cease to exist after they've been married for a while as well. They just
I think those people barely existed beforehand sometimes.
they just exist on a couch.
Yeah, no, I don't think they enjoyed existing in the first place, and they got married, and then they're in that relationship, and they're like, "This is life. Like I wasn't doing a lot before, now I'm doing this after." It's about the same of not doing anything.
That's true. That is sad.
It's something, man. I don't know. I don't try to judge what makes people happy.
I don't think they're happy though, right?
That's the thing. It's like, are you happy? And they're like, I think so. I'm like, I think this is the happiness you know. So
Okay.
God bless.
Yeah, I guess so.
Who's to say?
Because really, you might go through a year without a good bowel movement, but then you get one good bowel movement.
I don't know where your segues come from. I get it to it. By the end of it, I'm like, oh, I see how this exactly correlated. But when you do the segue, it doesn't seem like a segue. So yeah, bowel movements.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? I guess stomach issues, sometimes.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's long. Like it takes like a couple months for it to like regulate,
Whoa.
But then when you get a good one, you're like, oh,
Yeah.
this is what life
I know what you mean by that.
was.
Yeah.
Life was that. This is what it used to be. This is what it could be. And you're like, man, this is a luxury.
It's luxury.
And sometimes, you get a good one and you're like, man,
Luxury
okay,
bowels.
this is the way how my health should always be.
Yeah.
You try to aspire to a good bowel movement now.
I'd love to have a. Anyways. What were we talking about? How did we segue to
Oh,
the-
you were talking
the
about
man, yeah.
this is the happiness that you know.
That's true. Yeah. Bowel movements, some people will never know that,
That's what I'm
it's
saying.
gonna be bad.
They don't know
They
they
don't
don't know the true happiness of a good bowel movement.
Yeah. I got I'll see a homeless guy with great hair, like doesn't know. Doesn't know. I don't even know what he's using it for right now.
Yeah, that's exactly it. It's a luxury. How old are you? 35? You still holding on to
35,
like
got all of it. I've seen like 40, just a perfect head of hair in the trash. I'm like, dude, why aren't you doing stuff with that?
right?
You got great genetics.
Oh man, we're out here losing it.
Yeah. I saw a homeless guy get up out of a dumpster, and it's like, oh, must be nice. Doesn't have anywhere to be. He looks so like, and he turned over, picked up something, started eating it, and I was like, oh, it looks so nice. But I know it's not true.
As you know when you need a vacation,
I
when
know,
you're
man.
when you're looking at a homeless person, you're like, but you don't have any responsibilities.
That's
It looks so great.
being an adult is just like,
Just
anticipating
barely making
each week to be a little bit better than like, oh,
And never it is.
next week
Never
is
is.
a little bit lighter. That's all you do as an adult.
Right? How many times does this thought occur to you in your brain when you're like, if I can just make it through this week, I'm gonna be fine.
Yeah, no, man.
If I just make it through this month, and it never really.
No, it never is. It's
It
a part
never
of
really
adulting.
decompresses, man. It's
true.
just constant. It's a constant thing.
I think as long as you're working for somebody else, it's always like that.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. I think, you know how there's high school, and then when you go to college, there's a difference. I feel like that's how it is working for yourself compared to not working for yourself. I
Okay,
feel
okay.
like there should be a big difference when it's you on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because college was like, whoa, this is crazy. I don't have to be here like somewhere at all times. It's just these classes I gotta make.
Yeah.
And that was
That
and
was
then
interesting.
you hang out with people that aren't in your engineers are different, but you hang out with people that aren't in your classes at all. You're part of all these groups and clubs and doing stuff. I was
Yeah,
like,
it's true,
whoa,
it's
this is strange.
Yeah, engineering was a little different. They had to force us to like hang with other people.
Yeah.
Engineers also hung a lot with nurses, by the way.
Ooh, I wonder if it's just you guys.
Like they actually made it. It was actual events, like pizza parties
Oh,
with engineers and
Why?
nurses, because traditionally
yeah.
there's mostly only men in engineering, and traditionally there's only nurses in. There's only women in nursing, or high percentage of women in nursing.
Oh man.
So because it's like a sausage fest and whatever the equivalent is, they're like,
That
let's
is
make
so
parties together.
funny.
Let's make parties together, and then after you can interact with the opposite sex.
Wow.
Yeah. So they had a few
That
of
makes
those.
sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. It was nice. But it turned out that a lot of the engineers were like, but we could also just be doing homework. We have assignments that we need to
Damn,
do.
you guys are really conforming to your nerddom.
Yeah. So
like-
the first years we used to go into the in the library.
Okay.
So like a couple floors of the library allows you to do more group work, right? It doesn't. You don't have to be quiet in these floors in Ryerson. And so you book out a room. You got like 7 people in there. Everyone's you just camped out there for an hour, 2 hours, just trying to work on an assignment. And you're not gonna go to lunch. You're gonna eat your food in the library, which is illegal, by the way. But so they got these people who like patrol to make sure that no one's eating food, and you're just eating food underneath a table, and you're putting it underneath. Yeah. I got caught so many times, and they walk you out.
They should.
Yeah, they walk
That's
you
how
out.
you get ants.
So I get walked out, and they would just go back in and just eat some more. And
That is hilarious.
And eventually got to a point where like they knew us.
Yeah.
They knew our faces. They knew what time we would eat.
That is hilarious.
Right? And then eventually we got to the point where we're like, all right, cool. We need to do something else. So we would just take over empty classrooms in various places in the university and then order pizza and then get delivered there.
Cool.
Yeah. It was a fun time, man. I really enjoyed university.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's that. Just being nerds. Just being nerds, being happy nerds. I would gladly, if I get paid anywhere close to how much I get paid right now, and just be career university student.
Right.
Oh man, I would love it.
Yeah, man. Anything really. If you could make whatever you're making right now and be a lot of things, it'd be doable. If I could just do this and not have the stress of getting in at a certain time or being, honestly, if I was outside of work and I didn't have to think about work at all.
Yeah.
Some people do live that life. When they leave work, they don't have to think about work.
Yeah.
There's no strategy to come up with.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you could get paid and move your shit around, yeah, there's always a grass greener on the other side. I feel like
true. That's true.
it really comes down to what you've done in the past. You see some doctors, and I'm like, oh, what you've done that's not even human. You shouldn't treat people that way.
Yeah.
Or you're trying to sleep like half an hour under this over there.
Especially when you have people's lives at stake.
Especially that. But I'm like, yeah, grass is always greener. Coders are going to be like, oh, as long as I didn't have to interact with this department, I would do. Like, shut up.
Did you hear about that girl who found $30,000 in a bag
Yeah,
and then went and returned it.
it's pretty common.
And then those assholes gave her $500.
That's the funny
$500
thing.
check.
That's
That is
the,
disrespectful.
That's disrespectful.
That's disrespectful.
I agree with that completely.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
so
Somebody-
a couple questions here, brother.
Sure.
Number one, if you find a bag of $30,000, do you bring it back to the bank?
Is it I don't know the circumstances. Is it somebody's money or what? What kind of bag is it?
It's a duffel bag
Yeah.
with 30,000 in it
Am I taking to the bank? Why am I taking to the bank?
to return the money.
Why the bank? Because that's where the money is?
Or the police.
Yeah, police. So the police have a thing that if nobody claims the money for 4 months, then you get it back.
Right.
So I might do that.
Mhm.
I might see if there's money outside the duffel bag. That's not duffel bag money. That's just outside money. That could be anybody's money,
Right.
you know? Finder's fee.
I don't know if I would return it.
I might, man.
I don't know if I would
Here's
return
the
it.
thing. I've found like a few $1,000s and I've returned it to the police.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like if it's just a few $1,000s in a wallet.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Oh, I would
It
return
was
that.
like $1,200.
Yeah, I would return that in a heartbeat.
And it was a person's ID and stuff. And I
Okay,
was
yeah, that's
like,
different. That's
all
different,
right,
dude.
cool.
That's different.
A
That's
part of me
different.
was like, they don't need this. But then I was
No,
like,
no, I would return that. That belongs to a person.
Yeah.
You know?
But that's how I found about the rule. I'm like, well, if this guy doesn't come back,
Yeah.
can I call you? He's like, yeah, call us for 4 months.
Right.
Came back.
Yeah, but a duffel bag, it seems different.
It does seem very different.
You know, it could be many things.
Yeah.
And like I'm immediately right then, I would go online, start my VPN so that no one would know that anonymize my searching, and I would search. Can they track serial numbers of these bills?
Yeah.
And then figure out what I want to do with it, or just, do I just like tape it to myself and then book a flight to Mauritius,
Right.
and then over there launder it.
You can launder it a lot easier here.
I know, but like, I don't know how to launder it here.
Okay. But I do know how to tape shit to myself.
Yes, I do say
They're going to be like, why do you have this taped? You can just keep it in a bag. Here's a duffel bag.
No, man.
It's not illegal to travel with money, sir.
I think above 10,000, you got to start paying.
Okay, you got a lot of money. All right,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, because we got 30. You got 30.
Yeah, I would. That would be if I was to do it. I'm like spending money for life. I would just keep it in a corner in the bedroom, or just take a handful
It's like
out of it.
shawarmas
Yeah,
for like forever.
I would just. That's like my food money for the next couple of years.
Yeah, but you don't want it to go in circulation and it hit something. Then they look at the
as
tag.
long as you're paying with cash, it'd be impossible for them to know.
No, but like eventually, let's say, right? You went to eat shawarma. You paid with a 20, right? They take the money, and then that never gets exchanged back. So it goes into their safe, and then at the end of the month or whatnot, they take that money, they put it in the bank. The bank gets it. They scan through all of the stuff. They're like, oh, this one over here. This one, this is a serial number got tagged. Who deposited this? Oh, it was Peter and Grill on Dundas in here, Ontario.
Right.
Then they go there and they're like, listen, you just got a bill for this. There might be that same person might be coming through again.
Right.
Just keep an eye on it. Also, we need your footage of this entire month. They go through the entire month. They see my dumbass trying to buy an egg and steak breakfast, and then they go knock on my door and be like, listen, we know that you got the money. I'm fucked.
Yeah, I see. Well, and if that's the way life is gonna work, then you're not gonna get anywhere.
Yeah. So I'm going to
That's,
strap it
that's
to myself.
Too much due diligence.
I'm going to strap it to myself, taking a trip. I'm going to go to Mauritius.
Yeah.
And then that's it. Just build a house there. Put it in the walls.
That's true. That's not a bad move.
Yeah, just build a house. Then it's in the wind, bro.
I like it.
It's in the wind.
I like it.
Yeah. That's what I would do with 30 G's. Because it's in a duffel bag. If it was a duffel bag with an ID,
Yeah.
I had to bring it back.
Right. I think if I wanted to keep it, I could figure out how to keep it.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anybody who's gonna catch me if I wanted to keep $100,000. I'd figure it out.
Yeah.
Because over 10 years, I'd be like, all right,
That level of money is insured.
I'll trade you that $100 for this $100. I'd trade you that $80 for this $100. I'll figure it out.
Right.
I'd send them on all sorts of wild goose chases. I would only use it to buy drugs.
Yeah, that's actually good.
Oh, no. It's as easy, by the way. This is not hard.
Yeah,
When I worked at the bank, because we would have to watch out for money laundering.
Yeah, that's right.
There's all sorts of things you can do. Because, like, if you buy Bitcoin, that doesn't... There's a lot of different things that doesn't register anything with the government.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd figure that out.
Okay.
Not a problem.
All right, you'll be my consultant.
Oh yeah,
I'll let you know.
Under the table massages, nothing pervy, just like normal massages.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, I'm gonna give you $100.
Yeah. Just massage me.
Just massage me.
Perfectly legal.
Yeah, and I'd never go to a person I had a massage with before. That way they don't know you. What's your name? Ibrahim. Boom. What's your last name? Ibrahim.
You still go with Muslim names, huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
but more Arab. Because they would be like, yeah, it's an Arab guy.
You're right. It's true.
It's an Arab
That's
guy.
true because they don't know enough. Some people don't know enough. They're like, oh, your name is Muhammad, whatever. You must be Arab.
Yeah, I should probably go with like a Mexican, like whatever I can pass that's away from me. So maybe Mexican.
Yeah.
You know,
¿Cómo estás?
Salvador.
All right.
Yeah,
Damn.
Salvador with the hundreds.
Well, then there it is, man.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, but okay. Second thing, how much should they have paid that girl back? Definitely the answer is not 500.
There should be a law like you get 25% because, and that should be subsidized by the government. I don't know how you make it happen, but like this is a travesty. Come on, $500.
Yeah, come on, man.
You gotta give somebody 20%.
At least a G.
Yeah, a finder's fee of some sort. Get out of here.
Man. Yeah, so also, okay, here's the other thing. If the bag was right off of Brink's truck, so it's a Banks bag
Yeah,
of 100,000.
that's mine now.
Yeah,
That's insured.
that's insured,
That's
baby.
on you. Shouldn't be dropping bags around.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, have you seen
Oh
the
man,
town?
I feel so good about it. I feel so good about it.
I would be like, oh, bonus, it came in.
I'd
Good.
take the bag and I'd frame it.
Yep. No. I would be still hella paranoid. People
Yeah.
be sitting on my couch. Your couch feels something like, stop touching my couch. You know.
Oh man. Yeah. Bank money? That's it.
The bank money. That's when my bank got robbed at TD. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, when I was there, the bank got robbed. A dude came in as the bank was opening with a gun.
Okay.
When they were doing the opening just protocol, which is one person goes in, does a walk around, comes outside, gets the other manager. They go in for the next hour. They're just opening the bank while the doors are locked, while other employees come. Lady goes in, does her walk around, safe. She comes out to get the other manager. She comes out, she waves at her. As this manager's walking in, a guy with a gun just walks in with her, says, all right, this is the deal. And he knew the protocol so well of what he could take and couldn't take and what they could track and what explodes as an ink cartridge that he only asked for unmarked, these denominations, this much US, this much Canadian. If you touch that button, and he showed them, he's like, this is the button. I know about this button. If you touch that button, I'm going to kill you. Otherwise, if you just do what you're supposed to, I will put you in the vault. You can push the emergency button and people will be here in 10 minutes. What do you want to do? They just did exactly what he said.
Yeah.
He ran away, never to be caught, never to be heard of again.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not saying it's easy, but it's definitely not impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got away with a few $100,000.
Damn.
Yeah, US and Canadian. A few hundred unmarked bills.
Damn.
Yeah, he knew the protocols though. Speaking with our head of customer success at this branch, he was like, he knew it all. He knew it. He knew every button. He knew what is trackable. There's these fake bills that we have that explode. They're like in Ziploc bags.
Yeah.
It's fake money. In the middle is just an explosion device. As soon as you exit, it ruins all the money.
Right.
And he knew all of it. He was just like, not those bags. I'm not stupid. Give me that and give me the U.S. and specific denominations.
Wow.
So, yeah, he also
That's almost impressive. That's
he
super
had
impressive.
ink, and he had like one of those masks on, but he had inked up his whole eyelids and like lips and everything.
You can't tell
the race of the man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So according to her, I was like, what do you sound like? Like, could have sounded like because she was like, he would try to do an accent and it was just a guy who was bad at accents, but you couldn't tell
what he was.
Yeah,
though.
he could be white, black, he could be anything, a brown guy trying to do a couple of accents.
Yeah.
She's like, height 6'1", weight 180, 190.
Yeah.
Like, that's anybody.
Yeah.
Good crime.
Man. I mean, his getaway as well. You know, you're getting in the thing. You only get a 10-minute window for you to be able to be in the wind.
Yeah. I've accidentally pushed that button once. Yeah,
Okay.
I was trying to turn the light off. The branch was closing.
Yeah.
I was in charge of locking up the vault. I'm trying to close the light. The light won't close. Click, 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 click.
The person's like, they're panicking. They hit it like 6 times.
No, this is what happens. After hitting it 4 times, I notice there's another button under this button that looks like a light switch.
Yeah.
Click that, lights turn off. I lock up. I'm like, something might be off. Whatever. Nothing
Yeah.
seems to be different.
Right.
It's just the two other managers. We lock up. We leave. As we're exiting the Meadowvale Town Center Plaza, police cars are flying in with a reckless abandonment. Like, they're not braking on these turns. They're like Tokyo drifting, getting in. While
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I wonder what's happening.
Right.
And the next morning, I get there and our manager's like, did anybody push this button? I was like, no. That button? Right there? Never
That's-
seen it before.
Oh man. And I guess they can't label the button panic, whatever. It needs to be kind of
Yeah,
nondescript.
it's just a white button by the light. So it's not placed where it should be. It shouldn't be above the light switch.
Yeah, because like you just haphazardly turning on the thing.
It's like sometimes you feel like you know where a light switch should be
yeah.
and you smack it.
Yeah.
And then cops are on their way. It's apparently like it costs them money to do that.
Oh,
the bank.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
but,
sure. For sure.
You know, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
It was fun. I don't work there no more.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I also had a branch that was robbed while I was there, but it was robbed without a gun. A guy, big dude with a mask on, jumped over the Scotiabank, jumped over the teller line.
Yeah.
And Scotia doesn't have TD used to have a system that is a machine. Everybody does their transaction, goes to the machine, punches something, it gives them money.
Yeah.
Scotia, they are allowed to keep like $2,000 per till
okay.
at all times.
Yeah.
This guy jumps over, just quickly stiff arms people,
Yeah.
puts the money in the bag, just jumps over and runs out. I don't know if they caught him. We didn't. I didn't hear nothing about him being
Seems
caught.
a little bit more sloppy.
Dude, but it's just like, that's $10,000 for if you're able to jump a teller line. It's all old people and
Right. And no one's gonna try to
our training is to not to stop them.
Yeah.
And we're happy to adhere,
Yeah.
you know?
But that other guy, when he's going through the list and he's like, I know this button, I know this, I know this, I know this, I
yeah.
know this, that becomes a little bit more scary.
I felt like that was just a teller.
Yeah.
That's what I figured immediately when I was hearing it.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, oh, it sounds like a teller.
Yeah.
Because a teller would know all of this.
It's
I
like-
knew some of this.
Yeah. Where's Tom today?
Yeah, he hasn't been in 2 weeks.
He comes back, he's wiping makeup from his eyes.
Yeah.
He's like, I was cosplaying as Captain Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, I don't think he comes back. I think he just leave for a while.
Yeah, that's true.
I'd be down with that. Yeah, fun times, man. It's interesting. It's exciting every now and then when that kind of stuff happens.
Man, can we get a bank robber on the podcast?
I'd love it.
Oh.
Yeah, or somebody who's been robbed, in a bank robbery.
Those are two. Yeah, I guess there's
Not the
it's two
same
sides.
one.
Two
Yeah.
sides of the story.
This is Marlon
I understand.
and Janet. It's been a while since you guys met.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah, that's why I like Theo Vaughn's podcast. Every now and then he'll just be like, Theo Vaughn and a plumber. And it's just a plumber. He's not a special plumber for the Pentagon. It's just a plumber.
Yeah, that's it.
And Theo's like, what kind of stuff you deal with, man?
Yeah.
And he's like, sometimes it's just, pets and pipes. Other times it's this broken.
Uh-huh.
And Theo's like, anybody get handsy with you? And he's like, no. Theo Vaughn and a blind woman. And it was just a blind lady. She's like, yeah. And Theo's like, there any senses that are hyperactive for you? He's like, no. She's like, I'm more attentive when I listen.
Yeah.
It's really funny. Theo Vaughn and a prostitute.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh man,
Interesting podcast.
that's awesome.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah. All right, let's do that. Go find some criminals, bro.
Yeah, let's put a APB out. Like, we're not going to seem like narcs or nothing.
Not at all.
Yeah.
People.
This
This has been episode 223.
223, Jordan's number. What up, boss?
Oh man, the king. Is it king? The legend. Say legend.
I don't think he has but, whatever we want to.
He's a legend.
He's a legend. He's definitely a legend.
He's definitely a legend.
Yeah.
I like King James.
It's true.
It's amazing because he's named, that's the same name as the Bible.
It's true.
So it just works so well.
Yeah, man.
Man, King James. Anyway, thanks for hanging with us. We'll be back in a week. Take care of yourselves. Good night.